Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello, to wish you a good day. I hope you're enjoying this coming week. That is, there is so much that can happen. For there is a great deal of unknown. We have to learn to work with the unknown, to secure our trust and faith, and to believe, to know that things will happen in the right time, and there will be grace to project that the future with grace and ease. That things move into a transformative process with grace and ease. That we can leave the old and move into the new in the most graceful and easier and as soon as possible in many sense. So the highest wisdom for us today is partnership, to become co-creator with the universe, with all those invisible forces that are here in assistance to us. What we need to understand is the effort. What kind of effort do we need to produce to get the result that we are seeking? What we need to do is the healer. We have to heal. We have to accept the healing. We have to heal the world. We have to find completeness. Completeness does not mean perfection. It means balance. It means acceptation. It means peace. And the general message for us is empowerment. So there will be a great deal of empowerment coming in this new year, but already with this solstice, there will be a great deal of energy that will, one of the most powerful since 2012, that will probably be the most important, the most powerful download in this coming solstice. So let us be ready. Let us clear up as much as possible from the old before that. I wanted to say that we all are telling ourselves a story in our mind, so we have to learn to change the story, to tell a very positive story about ourselves, about the world, because we're conditioned to look at the world as from a conflicted point of view. So it is important to tell a new story to ourselves. Or Hamlet already understood that. Shakespeare, there is a great deal of wisdom that we can find within literature and philosophy. But so in many sense, to understand, God has another story about you. So this is really the true story, and it's brilliant for just to have the courage to engage yourself in this process of living on the earth. Is just it shows immense courage, immense respect from all those who are up there, that are looking at this process from up there, just to accept to go into this the most dense density in the most difficult planet of the universe is an act of infinite courage. So do not just allow yourself to bless yourself, thank yourself, understand the sense of your mission. You are here to serve in a humble way, but to serve the ascension of the planet, to serve the ascension of the soul, to serve people around you. And the more we integrate that true higher self, the more the essence of service becomes meaningful. We have to let people go. Set them free. Set yourself free. It is important. It is important. We are free. We were created free. We just accepted certain limitations that were temporal, but we have to disconnect with all those negative aspects, so that we can look at life from a unified point of view, perspective. For I'm going to realize I have a great. My mission is very. It took me a while to accept the magnitude of that mission. It is what we're doing here is nothing short of liberating a world, finding eventually so that people can dance in the streets, so they can be free. They can sense this freedom will come. It will take a little while, for it has to go through education. Once we have made the transformation that we need to make, we are pacifying ourselves. Then the galactic will come, and the golden age will be sealed. We won't be fully ascended, but we'll be on the way, and we'll move into a totally different paradigm. When we have visions, it means that visions, or sometimes we receive information from our soul and spirit. It is a test of what is coming up in the future. For our soul and spirit already know what our past will be in the future, and so our memories from the past. So those needs to be. When we see a vision of the future, we have to align, to enact it, because we live in a magnetic universe. It is called the dark matter universe of Nebedan, and in a magnetic universe, you have to produce an effort to have a reaction. For those, the reaction of life is the habits of God, the infinite perfection that will eternally reflect us, whatever we do, whatever we send out, whatever we produce. And so when we move into non-action, we are assembling cause and effect, and we become, of course, there may be some unknown cause that come from the past, that come from the subconscious, but we, as we move into the non-action, we integrate them. But then if we need something, we move from our intention and create that. It's a new level of creation. We're going to discover magic science. I'm not talking about manipulating an outcome. I'm talking allowing the most advanced possibility to happen for the greatest good of all. So it is not controlling the outcome. It's allowing our God self to control the outcome, to trust that in any events our God self has more vision into what needs to happen than we may do in this limited consciousness. For what I'm doing here is trying to interpret the law of one, the law of evolution, just give you a perspective of what I'm understanding. For it is just for the plans of God are beyond our conception, but there is many things that can be understood and will make our life better once we understand. For there is the world of being and the world of non-being. The world of being is the visible world, the physical world, and the world of non-being is the invisible world, the non-physical world, and this is really where everything is really happening. This is really where we'll have to evolve into this realm of life that is still light and life, that is still above our vision realm, but slowly but surely we'll be able to integrate that fifth dimensional reality that is a non-physical universe that's made of light. It's like a parallel universe, but even in our physical form, we have this physical body that is physical, material, we can see it, but there is many parts of us that are completely invisible, such as our thoughts and emotions. Thoughts and emotions are linked, and they have forms, they have colors, they produce other things. And so once we open the third eye, we begin to see those things, the thoughts that come out of people's head, but then it takes a while to decipher what the heavy, the light, the positive, the negative, all those things, but it's part of the realm of non-being. As we open our third eye, we'll become more aware of all kinds of invisible forces also within nature that are here in assistance, that are loving forces that we can invite. Those forces are retreated within the fourth dimension when man arrived with his machine and invaded the world with the machines. There is a great deal of, not danger, but we in a sense, our society is becoming slaves of machine. We're becoming slave of those machines, and that cut out the imagination, the ability to become be careful, do not give technology to your children very early, because they'll lose the sense of imagination. In the machine, there is no more imagination. It is all there, click, click, click. So allow yourself to not be dominated by machines, and find your freedom. Your own machine is your physical body, your DNA. There is so much that it will teach you than any electronic machine. For there is all kinds of new technologies that will be revealed, and one of the essence of this new generations of technology, there will be galactic technology, where the first mission will be to detoxify humanity from his addiction to those lower machines that. And there's many inventions that are already been made, that are already available, but the powers, the big corporation, they see that as a threat. For if we give them free energy, then what are they doing? Well, they'll find a way to adapt, but there is no one can really stop this progress. These things will come in due time. In a sense, I wanted to say that there is only. In higher planes there is us and God, but in a sense there is no separation. There is only one. We can never separate ourselves from our source, from our God source, which is the highest, the truest part of ourselves. And the soul is the go-between, like soul is the Christ. It is the midpoint between the lower consciousness, the human mortal consciousness, into the eternal frequency of connectiveness, and there is the God self above. But it is only one in many sense, and we wanna know that. Understanding also that it is our beliefs and desires that recreates the reality we have. So it is not. We have to be careful not to be to dwell too much in doubt, too much in fear, too much in because otherwise those things will anchor and will produce a reality. So it is good to focus on love, to focus on faith, to focus on hope, to focus on trust, to focus on our to have trust on our soul plan, to trust in our God self, to trust in our guides. For it is very important to connect to our guides, because it is our last incarnation within the realm of limited consciousness. For many, we had thousands of incarnations. We didn't really need to connect to our guides. It was just an intuition that was given to us. But in this time, we need to find, we have been given that freedom from this liberation. So we need that to us. We need to connect to our beloved guides, for they are higher beings that have chosen to, we have made an agreement with them to serve serve each other in many sense, and so they are assisting us, they are protecting us no matter what we know about them. I often talked about the returning to the source, to the paradise center, to the paradise father, for all things come from that, and we'll have to return to that. But in sense, we just have to make it to the fifth dimension to find the eternal freedom of our consciousness and total bliss and satisfaction within the ascension. And whether we choose the cosmic road or celestial road, every road will lead back to the source. And in many sense, focusing on that source, no matter how we conceive it, is awakening that part of within ourselves also. And it is also good to learn to preserve our energy, our seminal energy, our vital energy, and our spiritual energy, to concentrate it, not to waste it in useless pursuit that will make us tired because and will not bring fruits. So we have to adjust to maybe a little bit more discipline, because we have to become dominant within all our energy systems. Just as God is dominant over the master universe, we are not asked to master anybody else. We need to master ourselves and to be dominant within all the planes of ourselves, to be the God unto ourselves, to be a light unto ourselves. And so this is really, so this whole story of creation is a story between you and you. Once you understand that, it's like there is no more, there is far less resistance in seeking that. So I'm going to pull a few cards to see what from the angel for more earth plane possibility. So earth plane. So the past is clairvoyance. So we've seen the light. We've already been informed of so much. Right now it is the assess. We are moving from step to step, and in the future there will be the dream. It is important to keep dreaming. It is important to stay coherent within the realm. Not to expect. If I pull out my skis and I'm get ready here in Normandy where it's flat and there is very little chance I will be able to. There is no coherence in wanting to do that here. So we have to be coherent in relationship to what we ask the universe for. It can bring many things into our life, but we have to be coherent. And yet within our dream space there is no limitation, and we should not limit our imagination. For it is really important to learn to work within that sphere of possibility, and then even there we have guidance. So we all know how to align what has no meaning, what has meaning. But all our dream space is very, very important to utilize this imagination of ours, and we need to dream more. We need to work more on our ability to dream as we awake, but also to catalyze the information from our dream when we are sleeping. What we are working on right now is recomfort. So we have to find a way to reassure ourselves, to recomfort ourselves, so that we can feel secure, we can feel within the love. And it is important. We're still I still feel like sometimes I'm seated between two chairs. I want to be seated in my empowerment chair, but it is coming each and every day. There is new level of integration, and in the outcome will be a reparation. We'll be able to align, to repair whatever we have misaligned with. There will be a realignment. Things will return to order. Things will be fixed, and so we'll feel a great deal, a great sense of gratitude for that. Is really what we want to move into, this gratitude, asking that life may be easy, may be graceful, may be positive, so that we want to disconnect as much as possible all the memory that are not bringing us into this ability to discover that freedom. The painting behind me is called Love Space. It's a large painting, not a large painting, but it's a painting. It's an interior, and it's signed here, Mention 2007. And here it represents how all the darkness and the shadows of the earth And in the mirror reflection, there's this very pure, this is like the past and the future. So we're moving into this sphere of light. And so, but we have to recognize that this also needed some, we needed to come here in order to assist the planet in our evolution. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that Freddie Mercury, but I don't. It was recuperated by the world of sport, but I think he wrote this song most about overcoming the struggle of human life, the mastery of ourselves, and so it goes like this: I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime, and bad mistakes I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I have come true. And I need to go on and on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bow and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. And I need to go on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. So yes, let us be the champion that we need, a champion to overcome, to fight. The only thing to fight is our own ego, our own lower self, so that we can move into this higher self. There is no need to fight anyone else, to fight any other battle. It is to master ourselves, and from there we'll find the wisdom. And so it's a beautiful song, of course, a great singer, a great band. I'm going to finish also, I'm going to just add this little French song. It's a song from Prévert. To finish the song I sing in French. It's a French song. It's about love and the memories that are the lost love. It goes like this. C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toi qui m'aimais et je t'aimais, et nous vivions tous les deux ensemble. Toi qui m'aimais, moi qui t'aimais, mais la vie sépare ceux qui s'aiment tout doucement, sans faire de bruit, et la mer efface sur le sable les pas des amants désunis. Essentially, it's a poem. It's a poem that says that eventually life separates those who love each other very slowly, and the sea erases on the sand the step of the lovers that have been united or deunited, separated. So. Well, I hope you will have a really wonderful week. Let us send each other support and know that we are moving into this collective reality. There is a great deal of transformation. We are participating. We're gonna let us see what. I'm going to pull one more cards from the archangels. I'm going to mix a little bit. And the card for the day is the three of every year. It's a beautiful card. So there's a lot of work ahead. Huh? It's like in this magic studio. It's got all these magic tools, and so it says, do what you love, professional or artistic evolution, work in team or cooperate. For there is a great deal that will come, and so this golden age, this renaissance, I'm going to be soon called to involve myself in many projects, and but we'll need the whole of anybody that is willing and able to participate. It is a collective happening. It is not everything that will be coming will be part of the. We want to be included within this. We want to participate and to know that we are already included within that which is that which will be elevated for the will of the universe is that this planet return to the source, and so sooner or later it will happen, and God always gets his way. So we want to be clear on that, not to let ourselves be distracted by all the bumps on the road, to know that you are beloved child of the universe, beloved child of God, and as a beloved child of God you deserve all the love and wisdom and abundance of heaven. And so let us know that, anchor that, and to allow that to flow into our life in the most graceful and in perfect timing. Wish you a wonderful time. I thank you for everything, and I'll talk to you later. Namaskar.